Well, if that doesn't get you ready for a FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifier, then nothing will. That was quite extraordinary. Both anthems sung with such passion and fervour, and you could see the look in Zoltan Pearl, the captain of Hungary's eyes during those anthems, and all the players. Really, this is so key for both teams. Referees who will take care of business: Peter Pesic, Ivor Metajek and Yanis Agrafiotis. The referees, three top refs at what is going to be, well, how can they top what happened in game one of this two-game series in these European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup? Let's hope they can. And we have an absolute thriller. Again, starting five for Hungary: Zomba Maronka, Georgi Goloman, Norbert Lukac, Zoltan Pearl, adding Shimoji. That's a strong 5-4. And they're led by Gasper Okorn. Slovenian head coach of Hungary, 52 years old. And starting five for France: Francisco, the match winner against Hungary. Elia Koba, he knows about making big shots as well. Adam Makoka, Ahmad Senbai and Jalen Hall. So the two players brought in for this, or two of the players brought in for this big matchup are starting for France. And Frederic Fortu is the head coach. And of course, has taken over from such a great team. They're ranked number 4 in the world, and for good reason. Let's listen to coach.
Ça va avec Adam qui donne le ballon à Jalen. Tout le travail ici, et l'homme de travail Anwar, toi pour faire la passe. Ok. Et si tu l'attaques pas, Sylvain pour jouer avec Jalen, essaie de sortir au large pour faire la passe à Eli. Ok, c'est important de faire cette passe et la refaire. D'accord. Ok, end off. Et pendant ce temps-là, Ahmad, tu viendras faire. Donc toi, Sylvain, le poste. Eli, ça va là.
Well, we've listened to the coaches giving their final instructions. These teams know each other well. They played at Eurobasket 2022. They've played each other 17 times before. France 11, Hungary 6. This goes all the way back to 1939 European Championships, where France won 45-19. But more recently, Eurobasket 2022, France won 78-74. And they met in the last qualification campaign for the World Cup of 2023. France won twice there, 81-40 and 54-78. But the game just a couple of nights ago, quite extraordinary, and France winning in Hungary 74-71 thanks to Sylvain Francisco's 3, which followed closely on the heels of Zomba Maronka's incredible three-point shot as well, off one foot, off his right foot, that was just behind the three-point arc in the corner. Are we going to have similar heroics tonight? Well, sit back, and wherever you're watching it, however you're watching this game, enjoy every moment, because it's the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers for Europe. It's game day 4. It's the last game of the window for these teams. One more window to come in early July, where game day 5 and 6 will take place. But that's all ahead of us. Let's see what unfolds here tonight. France in blue with the first offense. Mokoka off 2 legs, and he makes it off 2 feet, and he makes the shot. He just got in too deep there into the key, and the crowd loving it here. Hungary 2-1, France 2-1, Finland 2-1 in this group. Belgium 0-3 and in big trouble. They desperately need a win against Finland. This evening, Mokoka knocks down the 3-pointers. He was 1 of 4 from the free throw line until that moment. Lukac, 24 years old. Adam, you can just anywhere where a Kobo is, you've got a problem. They can't be making that sideways pass that close to the halfway line inside to Mbaye. He's been there, seen it, but so's this player, Zoltan Pearl, and he throws it in between Maronka and another Hungarian player. But again, Zoltan Pearl, he's 30 years old now. I remember seeing him at live courtside at covering that tournament in Eurobasket 2017, and now he's flourished. And of course, he was playing with Voda and Adam Honga, and now he is the captain. What great players he's had to learn from. Showed him what it really means to represent this Hungarian national team. Akos Keller not here as well. Across to Mbaye. Turns, steps through, blocked. Nice job. But the 3 is good. Adam Mokoka. 6-zip to France, and it's all France's number 5 with the offense at the moment. The crowd making themselves heard. Adam Shomaji inside, steps through, off the glass is no good for Norbert Lukac. Hungary need to get a foothold in this game, and at the moment they are struggling. France have come out firing. And George Goleman with the foul. Hungary came through pre-qualifiers, as we'll come back to that, as we see Elia Kobo get to the foul line and make his first free throw. Playing for Monaco this season, he's been there since 2022. He's their 2nd leading scorer in the French Premier Division, top division there, and shooting 88% from the free throw line. This is his 30th national team game and his first in this qualifying process. Hungary 8-0 down on the road. Can they fight back? And at the moment they are struggling, but they're going to they lose the ball and they get it straight back with Adam Shomoji. Shots up, no good. Shomoji with the miss. Francisco trying to get the pass off in mid-air, and that can cause problems sometimes. Pearl, he needs to just get to the free throw line or get something to go offensively. Inside, ball's loose, and nice finish from 2 meters 11, George Goleman. Offensive foul by Mbaye. Nice job by Adam Shomaji. That's a nice left-hand finish. Just got to get the ball into the big man. They are been under a lot of pressure, but now their first 2 points, and Hungary are on offense. Pearl, waiting for a screen. Here it comes from Lukac. Pearl against Francisco, two great players. Back outside, open three is off, and that was a good look for the lefty. And here comes Francisco. He's just 2 of 6. Francisco. He was 1 of 5 when he took that three to win the game, but that's what great players do. The French 30-year-old. It was his first game against Hungary as well, coming for this window. Jalen Hall. He's 2 meters 4. His first game of the qualifiers as well. They've got a lot of talent to call on. Elie Akobo. Akobo, left hand jump shot is good. Towering arc on that shot. Nice play from Elie Akobo. Zoltan Pearl. Hungary trying to find some rhythm. Oh, big time dunk. That's some rhythm. Just thrown up and crushed by George Goleman. Nice dunk by the 2 meters 11, 29-year-old. Open three incoming, and it just doesn't look as though he's going to miss. Adam Makoka. But straight ahead. Oh, that should have just let that develop maybe. Bit of a quick pass and turned over. They just look a little bit nervy, Hungary. And, well, it's knocked out of Francisco's hand, and the ball will go the other way to Hungary. Look at that big time dunk. But the three in response. Nice pick and roll for Goleman's dunk. Shimoji. Zoltan Pearl plays at his own pace. Been a wonderful player for Falco Sombate and Hungary for a number of years. Makoka, Francisco, opposite corner to where he won the game in Hungary, and it's the same result. That's another three for Sylvain Francisco. Timeout, Hungary. Hungary have got to get themselves together here. In a big timeout here for Gaspar Ocon. Let's listen in.
We start. Okay, some of you start with so big respect. Too much, everything. Immediately this Makoka and one or something. But they are not, hey, if you will think on this way, you are on the wrong way. Play your, okay. It was good shoot of Shomoji. Good pass for here. Be more patient. Now we make more turnovers than in Sobotel in 1 half. Okay? More strong. Make a small foul. Okay? 51. 51 normal. Okay? Patient. Rolling. Okay? Yeah? Let's go, guys.
Hungary just 2 of 6 from the field at the moment, 2 of 4 from 2. 0 of 2 from 3, and France have really come out firing. Sylvain Francisco in a great rhythm. They're 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc. With Makoka and Francisco driving this team forward in Akobo. Got a lot of talent. And Hungary are going to have to hang tough here. 12 points down early. Just approaching halfway through the first quarter. Shimoji. Just being chased by Jalen Hall inside to Goleman. Good hands, and they, well, first to it, Norbert Lukac hesitated for a second, and Akobo took it away. Shots up from Mbaye, and that's the first miss. And Jean-Marc Maronka attacking. Just looked, it sort of went up and then just threw it up. Just need a little bit more composure. And Jacobo throws it back out after he tried to Euro-step his way to the basket. Francisco to Jacobo. Jacobo steps to the side and halfway down. Good rebound by Norbert Lukacs. 24 years old. Played in all 3 games of these qualifiers. And again, it's just a good, excellent retrieval. Jump hook is good. And they need to get it to George Goleman. Because he was the player nearest to Francisco on that winning 3 in game 1 of this 2-game series for this window. He just couldn't get out. Francisco attacks left, attacks all the way to the bucket, but he misses. And that's better. Oh, what a block. What a block by Adam Makoka. But they get the offensive rebound. And they stay in touch just about. Zoltan Pearl with the offensive rebound. Smart play by the Hungarian captain. Makoto throws it inside. Good double team though. And Mbaye finishes on the floor. They had to get it up and off one leg. Elia Kobo with the 3-pointer, big-time shot from France's 0. They got a pretty good double 0 and 0 in this team, Lebler. Goleman, hand off to Pearl, who goes back the other way for the re-screen, but he can't unattach Okobo on the defensive end. And that's a tough shot, and they get it to go. Hungary, Shamaji. And there's a foul and the step through. And I don't think Hungary are impressed if Sylvain Francisco is going to go to the line. But the refs will say he was in his steps, because he then went on to make layup steps. He obviously wanted to foul him before he went into the shooting motion. And there's Sylvain Francisco. What a great, technically correct shooter he is. Into the game is Gerald Ayayi. This window has been his debut for the national team, the 24-year-old, 1:91. We'll see how he goes tonight. Francisco against Hungary in the first game of this window. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 of 6 from 3. And he's made 1 tonight. And these are his first free throws of this window, of this qualification campaign. He misses, but they get the offensive rebound. So frustrating for Hungary. Inside. Balls up high for Amin Nur. And Hungary can get it under 10 points here. That's all they can. Just small gains, just stay in touch. Substitutions for France. Francisco gets a break. In comes Benjamin Sen, 31 years old. Played in all the qualification games. And Elia Kobo comes out, and Lecomte, who knows all about playing for his national team. 1 bronze in the 2019 World Cup with France. Nice play. Oh, that's great play. Wonderful movement without the ball by Zoltan Pearl. Now, Hungary starting to find their feet a little bit. Can they continue to weather the storm? Gerald Ayayi. Into the corner, open, well, attacks the closeout. And offensive, great block into the game. Benedict Vardy just doing enough there, Benedict. Otherwise, that might have been a big, strong move underneath, because no one's boxing out. Amin Nur at 2 meters 2. Leading scorer from that first game against Hungary in Hungary. Benjamin Sen. Nua. Lecomte pulls up right on the buzzer, knew exactly what he was doing. France's number 90 and drains it. A lot of experience and quality in that jump shot. Zoltan Pearl gives it up to Varady, long-time teammates in the national team. Pearl steps through, short jump shot off the glass and a foul. Just going back to Varady and Pearl, their teammates at club now as well, with Varady playing for Falcos on that tape. Now to the free throw line, go Hungary, and this is nice. Hard dribble, step back, space created, knock down the shot. Gergu Milek in. Drawing the foul. The foul was on Lecomte, the lefty. Milek, he's played in all 3 games. That's just 2 points, 1 rebound in 8 minutes against France. In Hungary. So, a little bit of full court pressure put on, but they just dropped into a man-to-man defense, but it didn't work because in the corner, Amin Noor knocks down the 3. It was 1 of 4 from 3-point range until that moment, but straight down the other end. Here comes Hungary, and Benedek Varady will go to the line for 2 shots, and that's good play from Hungary after the 3-point make from France. And there he goes, downhill, underhand with the right, inviting the contact, and it came. Benjamin Sen with the foul. 2 free throws for Varady, 31 years old now, just played in the game against France in this qualification campaign, just 2 points, 1 rebound. He'd be really wanting to improve on that. He's one of the key players for this team. Played in the World Cup qualifiers for 2023 and Eurobasket 2022, and in the pre-qualifiers, which Hungary had to come through, where they were 2-2 and finished 2nd in their pre-qualification group. They didn't make Eurobasket 2025, hence going through the pre-qualification for these qualifiers. Open 3 on broken play and just off. And a rebound. As the first quarter comes to an end. But Marcel Pongo with the offensive foul there, I think, and Lecomte drew the foul. But because France weren't in possession of the ball, it's just sideline. So Pongo and Vincent Valerie Baudon, and shots up, and that was really close. Benjamin Sen could have finished the quarter. We're in big favour of France there, but France 25, Hungary 16 at the end of the first quarter in Le Mans. So there's the statistics, 60% from 2 for Hungary, 38% from 2 for France. And here's the first quarter best plays. And France came out of the gate really quick. And they got the ball inside to Goleman, who was able to get this left-hand finish, and that got them settled. But France just kept coming, as Hungary must know that is what's going to happen, because whoever wins this game, if Finland beat Belgium, then the team that wins this game go through to the second round. Remember, you take your first round results with you into the second round. Another 6 games, 12 games in all for first and second round. So every play like that is crucial. Every point you can get, win or lose, you just want to keep those margins as close as possible if you lose, and make the wins as big as you can. And that's a real nice play from Paul Lecomte. They've got a lot of options, the French, and then into the corner, ready to shoot is Amir Nour. So France in blue, Hungary in white. It's world rank 47 Hungary versus world rank 4th in France. There's courtside 1891. Scan the QR code, download the app, all your live streams, extended highlights, live scores, everything you could possibly want, from club, Basketball Champions League in Europe, the Americas, all the World Cup qualifiers. You can buy the window only pass, or you can get the max pass for the year. And it is a wonderful platform to watch all the basketball you could possibly want. So all eyes now on this second quarter, and France put on a little bit of pressure, but and great block by Paul Lecomte at 1.93 m. Nice job. Second period action, FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. It's the road to Qatar in 2027. Filipovic. Excuse me, Marcel Pongo. Years old, Pongo. He's 29 on Tuesday. So what an incredible birthday, early birthday present this would be if Hungary can get a win. But at the moment, they are backs against the wall, all hands to the pump. Shot from Vardy, just short. He had to get the shot off quick because Lecomte was closing him out. Here comes Lecomte. Finds the open player in Sen. Back outside to Sen, inside. Slick ball movement. And a real sweep through there by Gerald Ayayi, the 24-year-old, and he will go to the line for 2 shots. Ayayi, 24 points, playing for Cholet in his club in the 25-26 Basketball Champions League. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line coming into this game. Averaging 5 points, just over 5 points, 4 rebounds a game for the 3 games for the young Frenchman. Now Hungary, 10 down, second quarter. Catch, Vardy, he's just off, that's the second 3 he's missed. But he got a good look, he got separation. They've got to shoot with confidence. Lecomte throws it up and down we go. What a big time play by Peter Corneli. And oh, what a block. Not in this house. Corneli's come in fired up, but the 3 is good. Finally for Hungary. And Le Bleu, just a complete blur there with the alley-oop and then the block, but great job by Hungary to then make the 3. Vincent Valero Bordon. That is big time in transition. And the block. That's a highlight reel right there. Now watch out again. Oh, oh, oh! You just saw it coming. The defense were ball watching for a second. And Peter Corneli lighting up this World Cup qualifier. Beautiful play, Vardy. They just got talent to bring off the bench and do stuff like that. A nice pass and finish. And Peter Filipovic gets the finish. much needed by Hungary. They need a stop. They've got to try and stop this momentum and surge by LeBlanc. Open three again. He's going to take it, the big man. And he's just off. 2 meters 11, 30 years old, and playing like he really means it. Corneli. And I think Gerard Ayeyi just stepped on his travel, very close to the sideline, but he travelled. And Frederick, 4-2, really getting a song out of his team. And Gaspar Okor using all his guile to keep Hungary as close as possible. They're under 10. Vardy, key player, just can't get it to go. It's tough. And now here comes Lecomte, and a foul in the mid-court. And Gergu Melek having to do that for his team just to stop the transition. 3 fouls for Hungary, just the 1 for France. France at the last World Cup, their least successful for many years. They were 18th. World Cup 2019, they were 3rd, and World Cup 2014. And of course, won Eurobasket in 2013 and 2nd in Eurobasket 2022. Finishing 9th in this year, Eurobasket 2025, losing to Georgia in the round of 16. Inside, but that is long forgotten because Peter Corneli is going absolutely crazy here, and Hungary cannot deal with him. Former NBA player with the Nuggets and Real Madrid, really showing us why. And nice attack by Vincent Valerio Bodon. Watch out. Well, watch this first with the foul, and that is on Peter Corneli. And I think that's what they need to do, get him in foul trouble, get him off the court, because at the moment he is so destructive. Vardy out. And back in to try and give them some size to match up against. Corneli is Georges Gollman. Now at the line, Vincent Valerio Bodon. 24 years old, 2 meters 3, just 5 minutes versus Finland, the first game of these qualifiers in November. But he's putting up big numbers. He went to UCLA. He's played for, this is his first time with the senior national team. Left-hand finish, and he's fouled. And that's Amin Noor at 2 meters 2. Really strong move from Noor. Playing for Aris in the Greek League. They were 3rd in the Greek League this season. He's putting up 17 points a game for them, and 80% from the free throw line for his club. First game, but offensive rebound, and they're just absolutely having their way with Hungary. And look at Francisco. Maybe that shot has given him even more confidence to deliver for his national team if he needed anymore. He's a top player for France, and just wide open 3. That's frustrating for Hungary, who are in some trouble here. Pearl throws it in from the 3-point line into Georges Gollman. There's the shots, and just getting offensive rebound and just kicking it out, and the defense are completely collapsed. And Paul Lecomte out. Great addition for the national team for these qualifiers. Oh, nice play for Georges Gollman. It was him that went to UCLA college for 4 years. You can see why he was very highly regarded. 8 points for Goleman, 4 of 4 from 2, but another wide open 3 incoming, just off, and they just can't get the rebound, and it's fallen to 28 again. Peter Corneli. Corneli to the free throw line. Playing for Rocksport in Turkey this season. He's just averaging 55% from the free throw line, but he is being really destructive today. 6 points, 3 of 3 from 2-point range, 2 rebounds, and a massive block. Gets that first one to go. Played in the World Cup qualifiers for 23 and Eurobasket qualifiers. He's just played the one game against Hungary in Hungary, and that's 1 of 2, which sort of mirrors what he's been doing for his club, where he's shooting 55% in the Turkish Basketball Superliga. Open 3, and the whistle had already gone on the pass off. 38-25, France lead. Just approaching half-time. They're halfway through the second quarter. And Corneli comes out, and what a performance. Just came straight in the game with dunks, alley-oops, blocks, and the 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So Ayeyi guarding the inbounds. Jalen Hall in for France. Nice attack, fade away, and that's a tough shot for Peter Filipovic. Couldn't get it to go. Screen from Hall, who just moves into the middle. Open 3 is good. Nothing but net for Amir Noor, and he looks really good. 15 points against Hungary in the first meeting earlier in this window. Zoltan Pearl under all sorts of pressure every time he touches the ball. Goleman spins, and a foul on Elia Kobe. They've just got to keep seeking out those seeking out the mismatches, and there's one right there. So, he fouled as quick as he could there, the Kobe, but it is team fouls. So Goleman, to mid his 11th, will go to the foul line. Hasn't taken a free throw yet. In the Spanish First Division, he's this season for club 71%, and nothing but net there. And makes both, and that is key for Hungary. Goes Francisco, no reaction at all. He is so quick and literally goes downhill. Here comes Pearl off the glass, in and out. And they recover it and they push ahead, and France are so connected at both ends of the court. Francisco, nice play between him and Hall. Back outside to Akobo. Hall offers the screen, inside, deep inside, and Noor is fouled, and they're moving the ball with such energy and so assured. And just think they've got Wembanyama to come in. He's indicated he would, if, as we see Francisco go to the bucket, Wemby has indicated he'd like to play during the summer. If the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, get all the way to the NBA Finals, he'd be looking to play, providing France get to the second round. Well, if they win this game and Finland win, they are already through to the second round. Wemby would definitely like to play in that in the second window of the summer, the first round of the first window of the second round, as Noor knocks down the free throw. But that's all in the future. France, the last 2 Olympic Games, they were second. losing to America incredibly, as we'll never forget, both the men and the women. Sort of just brilliance of that American team. As what a block by Mbai, 36 years young, and we're talking about brilliant teams and brilliant players. Mbai personifies that and encapsulates just what this French team is about. Another block. And he goes to the bucket again, leans into the contact. That's really smart play. Power move off 2 feet into the contact, and we'll go to the line for 2 shots. But just saying, going back to France, just losing to the US with the 3-point brilliance. And some brilliance going to the basket there for Amat Mbai. 36 years old, 2 meters 4, 13 points, 2 rebounds versus Hungary. First 3 throws of this campaign. It's the only game he's played in. Didn't play in the November window. Playing for Paris and putting up 10 points a game. 2 rebounds and 85% from the line for Paris in the French First Division Betclic Elite League. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the second. France in command on their home floor after having just beaten Hungary at the buzzer from Sylvain Francisco's 3 in the first game, and it ball's knocked loose, and the French are on the march again. Mbai, crossover, back outside to Francisco, sets, fires, and drains it, and the confidence is just coursing through the veins of Sylvain Francisco and this French team. Beautiful pass out, and it's another transition 3, or semi-transition. Hungary are too deep and too set in their defense. They can't get out, and Francisco makes them pay. Timeout, Hungary.
It's not the biggest problem result, okay? You understand me what I mean? Play, okay? Play. And come closer, we receive also too many easy baskets. Or they grab the ball, or they shoot like this. We are there, but we are not there. So we have to go closer. You understand me? You have to fight. Doesn't matter, okay? It's clear everything. Hey, we said that you will not give up, and that's it, okay? Of course, we are on the knee, stay on the leg, okay? 51 chest, but on the way when Gigi popped, that is Zozo, okay? It's clear. Yeah? Okay, let's go.
It was a timeout that had to be called there, and France are just on fire. They're 8 of 14 from behind the arc. Just 9 of 14 from the line, and 8 of 14 from 2, but Hungary struggling. 9 of 23 from the field, 1 of 5 from the arc. 8 of 8 from the line though, Hungary, but they've got to just hang tough here. 22 points down. Goleman to Zoltan Pearl, having to go a long way and have to kick it out. No way through for the Hungarian star. Nice play, goes to a long 2, and it's just short. Great rebound, fantastic rebound there. And put back for Hungary, for Norbert Lukács. 24 years old, 1.95 m. They need more plays like that. Francisco brings it out, long 2, just in rhythm, and just misses that shot. Rebound from Goleman. 20-point deficit, crossover for Pearl, he attacks. Elbow J is good. Really nice play by Hungary. 2 buckets back to back. And a quick timeout by France. Coach 4-2. Well, 2 does not want any momentum happening for Hungary. Quick timeout. Let's listen in.
Si le 30, il reste sur le terrain. Ok? Adam, tu fais la remise en jeu à Sylvain.
Just a quick reset for France as Hungary score a couple of baskets, but they've almost scored 50 points, France, and there's still 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Sylvain Francisco, 12 points, 1 assist and a steal. And here comes Le Bleu. Okobo, Francisco, Mokoka, who had the fast start into the corner. Mokoka attacks, and he goes strong to the basket. And George Goleman just couldn't stay with him. The athleticism of Mokoka. Mokoka, 27 years old, 1.95 m. He's played in all 3 games of these qualifiers. 17 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. But he came out fast today, given the start, and it's really helped to put France in a strong position. This is that free throw. Big rebound by Zombo Moronka. Now they could do with some of his heroics that he displayed. Pearl, little floater as the Hall come over to block, and Pearl with the 2 straight down the middle there. Back to 17. Again, this next 90 seconds really crucial if Hungary are going to have a chance of getting back into this. Good deflection. It's stuff like that they've got to do. So sideline inbounds for the French. Okobo and Francisco in, and Hall gets the pass, handoff to Okobo. Lukacs with the defense, but there's a whistle, and getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. They're 10 of 16 at the moment as a team. Foul by Lukacs. Okobo. Played at Eurobasket 2025, 6 games, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. They wasn't their finest Eurobasket, losing to Georgia in the round of 16, but they keep coming and they keep producing these players and having such strong teams for the qualifiers. Pearl keeps his pivot, but he's got to kick it back out. Gets into Marcel Pongo. Time running down. They need to get an open look here. And Pongo throws it up and in off one leg. Pongo, 28 years old, 29 in 2 days' time. And, well, happy birthday for Tuesday. But you've got some work to do now, Marcel, and your Hungarian teammates. Nice pass inside, but Jalen Hall just eased away from the basket. And Hungary can really cut into this lead with a 3 that's long. Moronka with a big rebound, but then they give it away to Mokoka. Mokoka. Back to Francisco. 5-second differential between game, or 4-second between game and shot clock. Francisco will try and run this right down. Step back 3 off the dribble, right through the middle of the net. He is just playing in perfect rhythm. Last couple of seconds, gets it ahead. A heave from Pearl, and it nearly goes in off the glass, but Hungary still standing. But it's tough here in France for the Hungarians. Half-time, France 55, Hungary 35. Wonderful performance on their home floor by the French national team. They were ready to play right from the start in front of a sellout crowd as they head back to the changing rooms for half-time team talks. France are 8 of 16 from 2, 9 of 15 from 3, 60%. 67% from the line. Could improve there, which is scary for Hungary. 20 rebounds, 12 assists, 6 turnovers against 14, 7 and 7 for Hungary. Francisco, 15 points, Nua 10, Makoka 10, and Goleman 12 leads Hungary. And here's the highlights. Well, there was one highlight. Peter Corneli, he was on fire. Dunk followed up by that block. That was dunk, and the block was immediately after. He just came out firing. But then they made the three off that, which they really desperately needed. And then the throwdown, he's coming from behind, one-handed. And then Nua just backing down his defender, then back outside Francisco, way outside the three-point arc. A nice sweeping right-hand layup. And into the corner, another three from France. They moved the ball with such pace, and then Francisco, well, no one reacted. And once he gets going, and then a block from Mbai, and then a penetrate kick. Francisco just waits, he just stares you down. He's 4 of 4 from behind the arc. It was 2 of 6 coming into this game. So he's 6 of 10 total from 3 at the moment, and that's really tough. Dribble through the legs, sidestep in perfect rhythm, and a joy to watch. But not if you're a Hungarian defender like Maronka was. Well, we're at half-time, don't go anywhere. Second half action will follow the half-time entertainment.
This body size. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding
me. So another player based in northern Portugal, in Porto, Russell! Oh my, look at that for a three-pointer. We talk about the dangerous shooters from outside for Romania.
He passes back outside, the three-pointer from Janovic! And it's a three-point game right at the end of the quarter. Wow!
Again, throws it up, already makes it. That is unbelievable from Yamada. And it'll be a chance for a 4-point play. How good was this?
4.5 minutes it took him to get that first bucket. Oh, and the rejection! For Turkey, Cedi Osman, tough take and foul. Goodness me. And that's why he played in the league.
Take inside, throw it down, big man. Lazic saw an open hole and took it.
Francisco gets it, decides to shoot it. Oh, are you kidding me? Silva Francisco with the dagger.
Well, get it rejected. To Bellis said not in your house. And oh my goodness, both ends of the floor. His name is Azuolas Tubelis. What a play. Adzi Prashao, excuse me.
The score is wrong on the board. It's an 82-81. Lloyd steps back for the game. Oh, Jordan Lloyd for the win. Silence in the arena. Jordan Lloyd has broken the hearts of this Latvian crowd. Steps back, releases. It's clearly good. Jordan Lloyd has a 37-point game, but the last three are the most important three.
Got to get it in bound. Fredriksson goes behind the back, goes up for it. Ah, baby! Good night, Iceland! Elva MVP Fredriksson has done it. Down 21, but together, collectively, they found a way, and they came back and won it. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. I'll go attacks to close out. Beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Well, welcome back, and we're just looking at the leading players for both teams. Georgi Goleman, 12 points, and he's 5 of 5 from 2, and he's 2 from 2 from the free throw line, so really efficient in the first half of basketball, and that was a highlight play there. Went up with 2 hands, and then at the top of the jump, just crushed it with 1 hand there. That's beautiful. Have some of that. Jalen Hall, who was the closest defender in the vicinity there, and then a little sweeping. He's got a lot of game. A little sweeping layup for Goldman. Just 33% from 3-point and 2-point range coming into this game. Just played the 1 game against France, so much better effort from him today. And the top scorer from France is the hero from the previous game on Friday, Sylvain Francisco. Just getting, his threes are getting deeper and deeper, and yeah, they are a real problem at the moment. France, 55 points and a half, and Francisco has been absolutely electric. 15 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, plus minus of 21. But again, he just knows where to spot up, and they are looking for him. Again, Mbai, he can handle the ball, and Francisco just spots. Perfect pass on time. And then this is tough. A little bit of shimmy, shake, a bit of ball handling magic, and drains the 3 right in front of Jean-Bar Moronka, who had made the miracle 3 for Hungary in the game on Friday, just before Francisco won the game for France with the corner 3. But 2 very different threes. One was not crazy, but just off 1 leg. Just incredible. His right leg, right foot just elevated and made the shot. And then Francisco slightly turned away from the basket. His feet were, right foot was inside the 3-point line, left foot outside, and he just brought the right foot back, squared up as he caught the ball and drained it. So France in command, 55-35. And they've got a lot of talent, apart from Francisco, of course. Peter Corneli came in and with a fast 7 points. 3 of 3 from 2, got 2 dunks and massive block as well. can Hungary do to slow France down? Zolt Pearl has had his struggles as well. They're not letting Zolt have his way, just 6 points. Pearl is averaging 20 a game, but this is a tough ask on the road in France. The bronze medal winners from the 2019 edition of the World Cup. They were 18th in 2023 and 3rd in 2014. So they would want to go to this 2027 World Cup and light the competition up. Here's the France team leaders. Francisco, 15 points. Ayeyi, 4 rebounds, and Sen, 2 assists. Just 7 assists for Hungary. 12 assists for France. Goleman, 12 points. Filipovic, 2 rebounds, and Pearl, 2 assists. The Hungary team leaders. What can Hungary do to slow that man down? Silvan Francisco. He just scores in the flow, and if he got to the basket at one basket as well, and they just couldn't stop him. 15 points. He's 4 of 4 from behind the arc. And he was 2 of 6 on Friday with the dagger 3 at the death at crunch time. George Goleman, 12 points. They've got to come together now, Hungary, as one, to try and have a fast start to this second half, this third quarter. Otherwise, this will potentially get away, this game, and pretty quickly. There's the World Cup Qualifiers app. Scan the QR code, download the app. It gives you everything you need, all the stats, highlights, access the games as well, and all the great articles. Let's listen to coach.
Sur les matchs d'avant, ils avaient démarré avec un pic ici, un élévateur, et le 14, il a fait un pic and pop. Donc soyez vigilants à ça, il libère tout cet espace-là. Ok, juste ça, c'est bon. Ok, sur le pick and pop, Amine, sur le pick and pop, si toi t'es ici, c'est toi qui viens arriver et revenir. Ok, la première attaque que l'on fera, ça sera un bas. Ok, mais sauf que Amine, tu es là. Ok, on y va, pardon. Jalen ici, ok, tu fais une feinte, tu vas faire un pin down pour Eli. On change de côté, on va du côté gauche. Eli, il peut attaquer ce pin down. S'il n'y a pas possibilité, tu refais la passe à Silver. Ok, donc Silver, c'est important d'écarter. Ok, end off. Et toi, tu reviens avec un step up pour ouvrir tout le quart de terrain. C'est bon, un bas. C'est bon pour toi, poste 4. Ok. Par contre, on le sait, on l'a dit, le début de la seconde mi-temps, dans l'intensité, dans la défense et le rebord est méga important. On leur laisse aucune chance de croire qu'ils peuvent revenir. Ok, les gars, allez, go!
Well, for English-speaking people, he referenced pick and pop, so just watch for some pick and pop action on the Read and React and the World Cup Qualifiers app. Continuing on that theme, download the app, scan the QR code, and you'll get everything you need for the European qualifiers, Asia, Americas, and Africa. It's been a wonderful weekend of qualification, some incredible matches, 3 buzzer beaters on Friday, including this game by that player. And of course, as you would have seen at the half-time with the plays of the first game day, Elba Fredriksson with an incredible one-footed game winner, 2-pointer against Lithuania, who of course had done the same to GB when they were down, and they made a 3 on the buzzer. And of course Jordan Lloyd with the step back. But I studied another Jordan from 1998 with a 2-point step back with a defender as we get underway, and almost the ball's turned over. And maybe Jordan Lloyd's even more impressive than the Michael Jordan shot in 98 when he just eased his defender off with his off arm and made the shot that won the NBA championship for Chicago. And high arcing shot, another offensive rebound for France. And they continue their dominance. 8-4 they were in the first half, so 9-4 offensive rebounds. They need to get the shot up, time running out, and good defense from Hungary. Much better effort, and Zoltan Pearls saves the ball. And the possession will go to Hungary. Nice play by Pearl. They need a lot of that now to get back in this game. Pearl versus Francisco. And again, Pearl tries to get the pass, but great active hands back to Zoltan Pearl. They won't give him a moment to just get any shots off. And he's thrown that out of bounds, and it's just the pressure on this Hungarian team. They just can't get into rhythm, and Adam Shimoji was sort of stepped in from the opposite corner. Francisco in motion. Okobo back to Francisco. Okobo into the corner. Mokoka, and Hold tries to get the shot off, and he's fouled. And Hold will go to the line for 2 shots. I would think, no, it's baseline inbounds. So the foul was before Hold got into shooting motion. Hold attacks left hand, and he can't get it to go. And here comes Hungary. Behind the back, dribble. Shimoji. Yeah, ball's loose. They can't get the finish. And here comes France at pace. Okobo into the corner. Francisco guarded closely, screened by Hold. He attacks, beats the defense, and then he puts a perfect pass over to Adam Mokoka for the finish. Pearl attacks, but again he's just a little bit out of sorts, and Mokoka finishes but can't get it to finish, and Maronka tips it away. Nice job by Jomba Maronka. Pearl. Hands off to Adam Shimoji, and all the way to the bucket, but they miss the... Goleman misses the dunk. Into the corner, Okobo, he doesn't miss the 3. In fact, that was Nua. Amin Nua with the 3, and he's... playing great. And Hungary with the finish, Maronka. Zoltan Pearl with the assist. Oh, nice play. Oh, high off the glass. They just spread the defense out. And Okobo with the left-handed layup finish. Pearl off the glass, gets fouled. And that's what Zoltan Pearl's got to do, I think. Francisco with the assist on the last basket. Pearl's just got to get to the foul line. They're not going to make it easy. Not going to give him an inch. They're certainly not going to make it easy. And he needs to get to the foul line. And look at that again. Norbert Lukács was player watching. He had his back to the passer. He's obviously trying to deny Okobo, but if you're going to deny, you've got to stop that cut from happening. Zoltan Pearl averaging 20 points a game, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 95% from the free throw line. And he's just the captain and leader of this team. Represented Hungary for the last 10 years, ever since the Eurobasket 2017 qualifiers in 2016. This is 62nd appearance in qualifiers or major competitions for his national team. 62-39. France in control. Ball's not loose. Coach Fortu is got to be happy with his performance so far, but they need to get the ball in. Neuer, he loses the ball. Maronka saves it almost. They just look so smooth when they move that ball really quickly, France. And Francisco comes and takes a break. And Sen comes to the court. And shot right on the buzzer. Neuer had to let it go. Maronka, what can he do? He can throw it down off the catch with two hands. Nice play by Hungary. They've got to keep fighting. Whatever happens, they can't throw the towel in at all because there's still 2 more games to go in the window in the start of July. And Kobo, he's just mustered around the key. And Elia Kobo knocks down the left-handed elbow J. Shomoji. Pearl with the handoff, or attempted handoff. He keeps moving, but again, Mokoka will not give him any easy look. Nice fake off the dribble and drains the 3. Zoltan Pearl just showing what a diamond he is for this Hungarian national team. Benjamin Sen handling the ball for France. 31 years old, so another experienced player, Akobo. 28 years old. A lot of dribble, throws it up off the glass, no good, and here comes Pearl. If they get a score here, Hungary, they may call timeout. Watch out. And nice finish by Maronka. And just as I thought, Coach Frederick Fortu has seen enough. Another assist for Zoltan Pearl, who's getting into his game now, getting into the open floor. And it's timeout France, just halfway through the third quarter. And the urgency in Coach Fortu's voice. Was there and plain to hear. And Zoltan Pearl, really nice play there. Gasper, Okorn, Zoltan Pearl up to 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. 64-46, 18 points the difference between these two teams. And a foul by Shomoji. Shomoji got one in the face there, so Pongo is in and Shimoji is out. Jalen Hall to Akobo into the corner. Ball moves back round. Jalen Hall. And again, seems Francisco is out, and they've got the players that they need on the floor to get this done, France. But Pongo, wide open three incoming is good for George Golemont. And Hungary just hanging around, 15 points the deficit. Ball to Benjamin Sen, and they get a steal. And here they go, they've got numbers. And this is massive, and they knock it down. And Zoltan Pearl is saying to Hungary, come on, let's believe we can get right back in this. 12-point advantage. Zoltan Pearl up to 14 points personal. Akobo, a little bit more urgency, and right through the middle of the hoop again. Benjamin Sen drains the three off the catch. Big, big basket for Le Bleu. 4 of 9 Hungary, 11 of 19. France and Hungary have another three, and they just can't get that to go. And here comes France. Big moments here. Sent inside to Hall, Jalen Hall, guarded by Moronka. Back outside to Akobo. Akobo, he's going to lean in, and that's off. And good defense, good enough defense by Hungary. Marcel Pongo, left-handed dribble. Here comes Zoltan Pearl, and he's fouled. Akobo comes out. And Jalen Hall out as well, so substitutions. And it's an unsportsmanlike as well. So 2 shots and possession here for Hungary. Zoltan Pearl, 95% from the free throw line. Incredible stats. 19 of 20 coming into this game. And nothing but net. Playing his club basketball with Zambate. It's his 12th season on and off over his career. He's played with this team, playing in the FIBA Europe Cup this year. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Just whatever the competition, club or country, he delivers at a high level. And it's taken him time to get into this game and to find his spots on the floor where he can affect the game offensively, but he's starting to get there. It's a 13-point lead for France, and Hungary want to really make a good fist of this offense. Almost stolen, but Pearl gets it. The open three is off. A good rebound by Lukac. Short 2 is off. So unfortunate for Zoltan Pearl. And Pongo with the foul at half court, just to stop the transition. And Benjamin Sen draws the foul. And Pearl coming off. He's played a number of minutes, 23 minutes. And now Hungary, 3-on-2. Moronka, nice pass, extra pass. And the foul is on Gergu Milek. And they really look good in the open floor, Hungary. And France did not get back. And Frederic Fatus. He's not impressed. Need to make these free throws. They were 12 of 12 up until that free throw. 12 of 13 now. Meleg. Played the 3 games, had 2 points, 1 rebound in 8 minutes, playing for NKA Uni Pex in Hungary's A division. He's putting up big numbers there, 15 points, 7 rebounds. He needs something similar, I would suggest, if he can in this game. They're 12 points down after being down. By a lot more than that, by as many as 20. Here goes Lecomte. Nice pass, but good effort on the defensive end by Hungary. Shots up, and it's short, and good box out. And it's a 24-second violation. Yves Pons is in the game for France. So 12-point lead. Families, France basketball is in a good place. It's a great system here for all their major sports, and basketball is one of their major sports. And block, but a big rebound, big follow from Meleg, and he throws it down. And it's back to 10 points. This is a big shot. And nothing but net for Axel Boutet into the game for the first time. That's what you want from your guys coming off the bench. That's a big, big shot by the 30-year-old, 2'1". Now, can Hungary respond? Meleg to Moronka. He brings it out. Moronka, little insider outside dribble as Peter Corneli was dragged out beyond the three-point line. Boutet with a little look and hit the ball above his head, then just a little jab step and finished. Vardy in for Hungary. Pongo, screen, roll, and the shot's up, and that's off the glass, and tough shot from Pongo. They've got to keep looking at good shots and clean shots. Boutet. And again, they lose the ball, but back outside and off the glass. And Alex Boutil will go to the line for 2 shots. Just attack the closeout immediately. Playing for Budugnost volley in the ABA Montenegro team. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He's played in all 3 of the qualifiers, averaging 6.7 points a game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. So coming in and making a 3 and the 2 and the free throws as well. 72-57, France ahead. We're into the last 20 seconds or so of the third quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action. Baronka, that's off. Ball's loose, still loose for Hungary. And off the glass, and that's really important for Marcel Bongo and Hungary. France will get the last look, and it's with Francisco, 0-0. How he attacks, and they took away the 3, and just so smart from Sylvain Francisco. As soon as they stepped towards him to take away the 3, he exploded to the bucket, and France leads 74-59 over Hungary at the end of the third. Here's the statistics. France 48% from 2, 57% from 3, 12 of 21, 70% from the line, 23 throws they've taken, 14 made, and 13 of 14 for Hungary. But the big problem in this game for Hungary on the offensive end has been 12 of 21 from behind the arc for France and 4 of 12 for Hungary. 8 more threes made. And here's some of the highlights. And Hungary had a real good go in that third quarter. They've won the third by 7, 22-15. And they were 20 ahead at the half, and now they are 13 ahead. So they haven't completely put this game to bed. They've got more out in transition, Hungary. Nice jab step of Boutte, who had just come into the game. And then silky smooth Sylvain Francisco. And download Courtside 1891 for all your streams, schedules and scores. Download the app and scan the QR code. Everything you need from any of the World Cup qualifiers and all the international club basketball as well. Don't forget, you've got Africa, Asia and Americas all qualifying for the road to Qatar. 32 teams. Qatar will qualify as hosts. 12 teams will qualify from Europe. 32 started the journey. The teams that finish 4th in the 8 groups will leave the qualifying process, and 24 teams will continue. 6 groups of 4. The top 2 in those 2 groups, in those 6 groups, will go to the finals. Don't forget, and that's why every result and every game is so important, every play is so important. The results from the first qualifying round, whatever your win-loss is, will be carried forward to the second qualifying process. So can Hungary win the last quarter? That is what Kasper Okun will be saying to his team. Just win this quarter, and then win, whether you win or lose the game. Let's keep the plus minus as small as possible. So here we go into the 4th quarter. Attacking, open 3 is given up, and the shot is up and just short for Peter Filipovic. That would have been big for Hungary. And there's a foul at half court by Vardy. Benedek Vardy. And I think Francisco wanted a shooting foul, or maybe even unsportsmanlike, as there was a bit of a grabbing action. Butte is going to throw it all the way back to San Francisco. 30 years old now, 1.85 m. And a real, oh, that is just glorious pass, but they can't finish the dunk. Yves Pons looking for a highlight play, but he just can't get it to go. Look at this pass. Getting the angles perfect, but the finish. Gollum with the denial. Not in this house, not in your house, not in any house. Great defense from Francisco, just taking the contact. Nice fake, nice extra pass. And Peter Filipovic will go to the line for Hungary. Foul is on Peter Corneli. Corneli, foul-wise now, is up to 4 fouls. And Peter Filipovic is 24 years old. It's his national team debut. It was against France, 4 points, 1 rebound for the senior national team. Played for the under-20s. That was back in 2021. He's playing in Hungary for Kaposvárdi and putting up big numbers, 17 points, 5 rebounds. Just trying to transfer that club form to the national team here. 74-60. 14-point lead to France. Le Bleu in possession. Francisco surveying the scene. Into the corner. Left-handed jump shot is nothing but net for Yves Pons. He misses the dunk, but he makes the 3, stays in the present. Beautiful play from France, who asserting their authority again. Adam Shomaji attacks, high off the glass. Really nice play from Shomaji. And Gerald Ayeyi closely guarded by, and he did get away from Vardy, and a foul. Playing for Cholet in the Basketball Champions League and Click Elite League in France, and strong ball handling by Ayeyi. Jalen Hall. Hall attacks off the glass and he makes it. Beautiful play by Jalen Hall. And he gets hit really hard, ends up on the floor. Great concentration. There was a screen and overcame Peter Filipovic. Tried to go up straight because he was in midair, but he'd come out, in fact, he'd come across too far and got it wrong. And Jalen Hall is going to try and make a 3-point play for France, and he does, with the help of the front of the rim. So France back up by 18. Hungary have made a run at them, but France making it a bit more comfortable now with Francisco back in the game as well. Foul by Francisco on the, as he was trying to get round the screen. Both teams on 3 team fouls. 8 minutes remaining in the fourth. FIBA Basketball World Cup European qualifier, the road to Qatar. Bardi. Guarded by Francisco. Screen by Goleman. Behind the back, Filipovic attacks off the glass and gets it to roll, and that's really good team play by Hungary. Cut it to 16. Francisco against Adam Shomaji. Into the corner, left-handed shot is long, and they can't save it. Axel Butte couldn't quite save that, so Hungary will get possession. All this being done with Zompel at the moment, getting a rest on the bench. And Hungary just get it back towards 10 points deficit, and then see what happens from there. Vardy Goleman attacks off the glass and can't get it to go. Nice play by France. And Francisco handling the ball. Deep three off the bounce is just short, but look at the rebound. Unbelievable by Yves Pons, but he just couldn't get it to go. Bardi, floater, is short, gets his own miss. That would have been an unbelievable highlight play off the offensive rebound putback in midair. Chamagy, and he hits the deck hard. Time running down, they need to put it up. Shots up and off the glass, and here comes Sylvain Francisco, guarded by Chamagy. They back off, in motion. Aye, screen coming from Hold. Aye into the corner. The left-handed highlight reel, or potential highlight reel, and well, that missed everything. 24-second shot clock violation. But Yves Pons at 26 years old, 1.97 m, nearly gave us a great highlight. Substitutions. Zoltan Pearl back in the game. And Akobo back in, Boutte off. The good minutes from Axel Boutte. Solid player again, 30 years old, 2 meters one to bring off the bench to keep the momentum moving forward for, oh, good fake, good pass fake. Really nice play by Adam Chamagy. An attack, and Noah, Amir Noah, will go to the line for 2 shots. And a foul by Filipovic, hard foul, just got caught. Not been able to manage Amir Noah's attack there. He's 13 points at the moment, 2 of 3 from the line, 3 of 5 from 3. Amir Noah. Just didn't play in the window in November. These teams played in the World Cup qualifiers. The last time Hungary beat France, the World Cup qualifiers in 2023 and in Eurobasket 2022. The last time Hungary beat France was in 2002, 94-80, in the Euro Championships semi-final second leg. So it's been 24 years since they last beat France, and at the moment it's going to be a tough ask to get the win, but you never know with this window and these European games. Some of the greatest wins and comebacks have happened in this window, and Filipovic with the travel, and it's unfortunate for Filipovic, can't quite get into the flow of it. Maybe he was thinking he was going to get blocked by a French defender. 82-68. In fact, that basket did count. My apologies. And Georgi Goleman with the assist. So it's 14-point lead for France. Into the corner, shots up, and it's good. And the 3 points keep raining down. And Amir Noah is the latest for France. (14 of 26). Outstanding effort for France from behind the arc. Zoltan Pearl pulls up, drains it. And that's a great bit of separation work there for Zoltan Pearl. Francisco made the assist for the Noah 3. 18 points, 4 of 9 for Pearl. Francisco just waiting. He's off on that one, and good effort from Zoltan Pearl. And Goleman says, just watch out. Elia Kobo is sneaking up behind you. Pearl, 15 points deficit. It's been tough right from the start. France came out of the gate so strong. They had a 55-point first half. attacking the baseline. Filipovic is fouled. Filipovic at 2 meters. And they go to the line for 2 shots. Put up some big numbers when he was at college. His last year at Mexico State, it was at Maine for 3 years before his final year at New Mexico. 27 minutes, 13 points, 8 rebounds, which were both team bests. And he was second in his conference, the USA conference, for rebounding. But this is senior national team basketball, and you're playing France, the number 4 ranked team in the world, and you've got Sylvain Francisco to deal with. He almost overpasses the pass, step across. Oh my goodness. Oh, Eli Jacobo. That is super, uber excellence for Eli Jacobo, forcing a timeout from Hungary. I mean, that's dribble through the leg. Little fake on Filipovic, who can't get out to him, sidestep to his right. In fact, it's a little head fake. And then he drains the 3, and that is outstanding one-on-one offense. And it's Hungary timeout. France on the court and off the court as one. Of course, this was made popular by I think it was the Finnish or one of the Nordic teams. And a lot of countries now taking that on and getting the crowd involved during this timeout. There's the stats for you. 15 of 28 from behind the arc, France. 17 of 23 free throws. 13 of 28 two-point range, and Hungary 4 of 15. It's a massive difference. Four 3-pointers to 15. 11 more threes by France. And France are on the verge of qualification for the second round. Finland have just beaten Belgium by 3, so the winner of this game will qualify for the second round. Obviously, the final placings, top 3 from the group will go through. Final placings to be decided at the next window in July, early July. But with a win here, France will go to 2-2 and will be guaranteed a spot in the top 3 in the group moving forward. Finland have won as well, so they have qualified. Hungary will go to 2-2. And the free throw is missed by Goleman. Finland will be at 3-1 as well as France, so both those teams would have qualified. Belgium will be 0-4, Hungary will be 2-2. And a free throw. They've got to keep going now, Hungary. Just in case Belgium, they are favourites at the moment to get the 3rd spot for sure. You never know what's going to happen in that final window. Having come through the pre-qualifiers, because they didn't qualify for Eurobasket 2025, shots up, another 3. That is an absolute glorious sight with the penetration from Jacobo and a beautiful shot from Amin Noor, who's just technically so correct. A little bit of a 3-2 zone here from, well, 3-2 look by France. And then just pressurizing the ball, stepping out. Step back is up by Shamaji, and that is just short. Just ticking down to 2 minutes remaining. 91-72, France by 19. And off the glass, no good. And nice rebound by Vincent Valerio Bodon. And he gets all the way to the bucket, and nice play from Peter Filipovic, and a really good attack to the basket by Valerio Bodon. all the way across. Makoko, who started this game draining threes, and he's going to be finishing the game draining threes as well. Beautiful pass, great spot, wide open in the corner, in the far corner, and look at how technically correct this French team are. Perfect position, great rotation on the ball, and Makoko keeps up the pressure, and it is comfortable for France. Makoko, 12 points, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. An attempted throwdown is blocked in midair, but a nice look. They've got the young guns on now, Hungary. They've got some good young players. And Zalán Flashar at 18, 2 meters 3, is on. Playing for Sopron in Hungary, and he's put up some good numbers for them in 20 games this season. And the fans singing the national anthem. And now they're all-stars in this French team, really, but Francisco comes off. Akobo knocks the free throw down. He's had a strong game. 16 points, 5 assists. Francisco finishes with 17 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and of course that game winner from behind the arc in Hungary, which proved to be so crucial because France have gone ahead now and look as though they're going to get this done. 22 points. They lead by now, 96-74. Akobo gets a very well-deserved applause. 18 points for him, 5 of 9 from the field, 100% from the line, 6 of 6. And efficiency of 24, leading efficiency of all the French players. Yves Pont hands off to Benjamin Saint. Boutet to Saint. Boutet into the corner. Attack. Other side. They're really moving the ball nicely here. Just trying to find a gap, and a really tough shot. And he gets it to go. Benjamin Saint. Into the last minute. Zoltan Pearl still trying to make things happen for his country, the 30-year-old captain. But France are almost there. With a win, they will qualify for the second round. And rebound by Zalán Flashar, and Zoltan Pearl will bring the ball down. They will want to get another good look. Vincent Valeria Baudon is on the floor as well. Screen offered by Young. And he's going to throw it down. That's big-time play from Zalán Flashar, who really surprised the French team there, I think. And they're not going to take another shot. They're going to take this result. And it's enough for the win, and enough to qualify France to the second round along with Finland. Hungary will need to wait until the final window in July. 2 more games to come. And final score here, France 98, Hungary 79. These teams play again Friday the 3rd of July. Hungary will travel to Finland. There'll be a home and away for Hungary v Finland, and France will have home and away. Belgium will play France. France will play Belgium in Belgium. But what an outstanding performance by France on their home floor. They took care of business. They've won both the games in this window. Words of wisdom from their captain, Sylvain Francisco. What a fantastic 2 games he has had against Hungary. Heartbreak for Hungary on their home floor on Friday, and then France taking care of business here tonight. And they will enjoy this, as they should. And the last game day, Hungary will play Belgium in Hungary, and France will play Finland in France. That is how the final window will look. But here, France have won 47% from two, a whopping 55% from three, 17 threes made. That was a major difference on the offensive end. 4 more rebounds for France, 6 more assists, 25 assists, outstanding. 2 more turnovers for France, 11-9. Nua 21, top scores again. Akobo 18, Francisco 17. What a big three for them. And as for Hungary, we will come to their top scorers in a moment. And there's the highlights. 98-79. France win, but Hungary came back really strong in that third quarter, winning it 24-19, but then France redressing the balance, winning the final quarter by 4, 24-20. But Filipovic came in, he kept driving forward and trying to help Hungary to get close. They got it back to 10, but then France were able to do stuff like this, just that extra pass round the outside, and they knew a 29 years old, 2 meters 2, a real problem. 15 points against Hungary on Friday, 21-9. He has averaged 18 points over the 2 games, and well, they've got so many options inside the paint and around the outside. And Makoka, who started it all off by getting a 3 and a 3-point play early in the first quarter, finished it off, and that's really nice play from that player, Valerio Baudon. But France just had too much. This was a big moment. His first 2 points as a senior national team player for Zalan Flasher. Remember that name? 18 years old. So there's the highlights. France are winners. Finland and France 3-1. They are qualified for the second round. Hungary 2-2. Belgium winless 0-4. And there's the score. Finland just getting it done by 3 over Belgium. France win here 98-79. So Hungary's wait to beat France, but they haven't beaten them since 2002, continues. They won't be playing France again in these qualifiers. There's France, followed by so many, a packed out arena here in Nanterre in France. They get the job done. They go 2-0 versus Hungary over this window. The first game was a 3-point buzzer beater by Sylvain Francisco. Today was much more straightforward. Good night.
Aminois, félicitations. Vous explosez votre record en équipe de France. Vous terminez avec 21 points. Freddy Fodoux nous avait dit qu'offensivement, il voulait du progrès. Comment vous analysez cette rencontre?
Je dirais que comparé au match de vendredi, d'entrée de jeu, on a été impactant. On a joué physique. On a joué avec confiance et ça s'est vu d'entrée de jeu. Donc je suis très content de notre performance ce soir. On a vraiment contribué les 12 joueurs. On a suivi les règles de Freddy et on les a appliquées. Donc c'est très bien. Personnellement, moi je suis très fier de mon record. Voilà, mes teammates m'ont bien trouvé, surtout à 3 points. Je suis très content d'être chez moi ici ce soir et de savourer cette victoire.
C'est un week-end réussi pour vous parce que même au premier match vendredi, vous vous sentez bien. C'est un plaisir de retrouver l'équipe de France. Et qu'est-ce que vous envisagez pour la suite?
Ouais, bien sûr, c'est toujours un plaisir de retrouver cette équipe de France. Voilà, moi, depuis l'âge de 15 ans, j'ai le privilège de porter ce maillot. Donc, c'est toujours un plaisir. Je réponds toujours à l'appel quand on compte sur moi. Et voilà, comme je l'ai dit, c'est que du plaisir. On avait pour objectif de remporter ces 2 matchs. C'est chose faite. Il reste encore d'autres fenêtres, mais on va continuer à savourer cette victoire de ce soir devant notre public.
Bravo encore pour cette belle adresse et puis plein de bonnes choses pour la suite.
Merci beaucoup, bonne soirée.
Sylvain, un game winner vendredi face à la Hongrie. Ce soir, un match complet avec 17 points. Vous n'avez pas beaucoup dormi, pas beaucoup de repos sur ce week-end, mais c'est un week-end réussi.
Franchement, oui, bien sûr. Déjà, on va dire, je suis toujours aussi fatigué là actuellement, mais je me dis, j'ai pas d'excuses et j'ai donné mon accord de venir ici. Je suis hyper content parce qu'on a gagné le match en Hongrie et j'ai dit aux autres qu'on doit venir ici à la maison et qu'on ne doit pas leur faire cadeau et c'est ce qu'on a fait.
C'était la première fois que vous étiez capitaine sur une campagne de l'équipe de France. Comment vous avez vécu ce rôle?
Je l'ai très bien vécu, c'était assez différent. Parce que quand je suis aux Algérie, je ne suis pas capitaine, mais je suis le leader de la team. Donc, comme j'ai dit, avec l'équipe de France, c'est encore au-dessus. Mais le problème, c'est que je parle tellement anglais tout au long de l'année. Des fois, j'ai eu du mal à trouver mes mots en français. Mais en tout cas, mes coéquipiers m'ont fait confiance et ils m'ont suivi. Donc, je suis hyper content. Ça fait du bien.
Vous faites une campagne de taille MVP en Lituanie en ce moment. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut vous souhaiter pour la suite?
Du succès, du bonheur et les playoffs et les Final Four, hein, c'est tout, hein, franchement. Et aussi que cet été, on continue aussi pour l'équipe de France. J'espère qu'il y aura tout le monde et qu'on puisse se qualifier pour la Coupe du Monde et aussi les JO qui arrivent juste après. Donc voilà.
Bravo pour ce joli 2 sur 2 en équipe de France et plein de bonnes choses pour la suite.
Merci, ça fait plaisir. Merci. Bonne soirée.
Merci.
Romain, c'était top.
Merci. Bien sûr.
Tiens, mettez-vous à côté de lui. Mettez-vous à côté de lui, les gars.
C'est mon spot, hein.
Tiens, Amine, mettez-vous à côté de lui.
Bien.